Yes, it's Johnny Cash's Walk the Line, and I'm going to walk you from level 1 to level 5 so that whatever your level, you too can walk the line. One thing many people don't realize about Walk the Line is that it changes keys every verse. Verse 1 is F, verse 2 B flat, verse 3 E flat, and he hums before every verse so that he can make sure he knows what key he's in before he starts singing. One of the awesome things about the harmonica is that the tabs don't change. You just need 3 different harmonicas to play.
Or do you?
Well, it may actually be possible for an advanced harmonica player to play all 3 keys on one harmonica, but we'll get into that in our section. But for the first few levels here, I'm just going to do everything on our trusty C harmonica. For our level 1, easy peasy, we're just going to modify one note of the melody so that we can avoid having to do a bend, but we can play it here in the lower octave of the harmonica. It starts super simple, just blowing on hole 4 3 times, drawing on hole 4 3 times, and then a draw blow on 5 and a draw blow on 4. And then the second line is exactly the same as the first. The third line, we're gonna blow, draw on hole number 4, then we're gonna blow on hole 5, and then draw 3 times on hole 5, then draw, blow 6, draw, blow 5. By the way, if you know how to bend a little bit, that draw 6 is a nice place to add in a little bit of expression. Now this next line is where we're changing one note of the melody. The melody normally goes, because you're mine, but we're gonna change it to because you're mine so that we can avoid the difficult bend. So we're gonna play blow 4, draw 3, blow 4, blow 3. It still sounds great and it keeps it nice and easy. And then we just end, draw blow on 4, and then draw 3, blow 4. I've got my friend Jarrett in the studio today helping to back me up. Let's play it together.
I keep a close watch on this heart of mine. I keep my eyes wide open all the time. I keep the ends out for the tie that binds. Because you're mine, I walk the line.
If you're brand new to the harmonica, you might be thinking, Luke, this is not easy peasy. I can't even play one note at a time, and you're 100% right. You might like checking out my beginner to boss course. We actually do 28 lessons focusing on chords before we graduate into single notes. You can check it out over at harmonica.com. Level 2, no sweat. If we play it up an octave, we can play the whole melody just like Johnny Cash sings it, but on a C harmonica, it sounds a bit shrill, and it's challenging sometimes for beginners to play high notes. Luckily, we can learn the secret to playing high notes in 3 easy steps. 1, let your jaw relax and fall towards the ground. 2, keep the back of your tongue down like it is when we yawn. And 3, don't use too much air. A nice gentle airflow does the trick. We're gonna start on hole 7. Let's find hole 7. We're gonna play 7 3 times, then draw on 8 3 times, then we're gonna draw on 9, blow on 8, draw on 8, blow on 7. Remember, nice gentle airflow, jaws relaxed. As you know, the second line is the same as the first. And then for the third line, we're gonna blow on 7 again, draw 8, blow 8, draw 9, 3 times, up to the draw 10, blow 9, draw 9, blow 8. Now this next line, we're gonna play it just like Johnny Cash sings it. Blow 7, draw 6, blow 6. Then draw 8, blow 7, draw 7, blow 7. All right, let's try playing the whole thing together.
I keep a close watch on this heart of mine. I keep my eyes wide open all the time. I keep the ends out for the tie that binds. Because you're mine, I walk the line.
These notes are obviously super high on a C harmonica, but if you were to play it on, say, like a low F harmonica, it would sound a lot less shrill and be a lot more workable. Otherwise, level 3, tricky.
It looks like you're going to a funeral.
Maybe I have.
We're going to go back and play the melody in the lower octave, but this time we're going to play it as it's actually sung. And that's going to require us to do a bend, and it's the draw 3 whole step bend. This is not for the faint of heart. I don't consider bending to be a beginner technique. I consider it to be an intermediate technique. And even once you're able to bend, it takes a long time to be able to bend in tune. And the draw 3 whole step bend is one of the hardest. But on the flip side, this is a great chance to practice it. Because you're mine. That's a very familiar part of the melody. It's very easy for our ear to pick that out. If we play the bend too shallow, it sounds like that doesn't sound right. And if we play it too deep, it sounds like that doesn't sound right. So we know, because you're mine. So this is a great chance for us to really practice that draw 3 whole step bend. Also, it happens pretty quickly, so it's a bit forgiving if we're not quite 100% accurate. Also, this time we're gonna go ahead and tackle verse 2. There's just one thing I wanna point out that's different. In the first line of the first verse, Johnny Cash is singing, I keep a close watch. And so those turn out to be quarter notes. 1, 2, 3. But in the second verse, he sings, I find it very, very. And so those are twice as fast. Those are eighth notes. And what I'm saying in my mouth when I play this is tetty. So, then the melody that he sings on, I find myself alone when each day is through, is a little bit different. Pause. Now that's exactly how Johnny Cash is singing it, so I'm being a little bit nitpicky, but that's exactly how he sings the melody.
I find it very, very easy to be true. I find myself alone when each day is through. Yes, I'll admit that I'm a fool for you. Because you're mine, I walk the line.
Now in the intro, I told you about how the tabs don't change between harmonicas. You can just change harmonicas for each key. So in this rendition, I'm gonna go ahead and show you that. I've got 3 harmonicas here. I've got a low F harmonica, which for this song is a much better choice than the high F, which is very shrill. And then for the second verse, I'll go to a B flat harmonica, and the third verse, I'll go to an E flat harmonica.
I keep a close watch on this heart of mine. I keep my eyes wide open all the time. I keep the ends out for the time that binds. Because you're mine, I walk the line. I find it very, very easy to be true. I find myself alone when each day is through. Yes, I'll admit that I'm a fool for you. Because you're mine, I walk the line. As sure as night is dark and day is light, I keep you on my mind both day and night. And happiness I've known proves that it's right. Because you're mine, I walk the line.
June, have you heard of this harmonica.com channel on YouTube?
Yes, I have, John. I like, subscribed, and ring the bell.
Are you ready for the next level? Level 4. Hard. We are going to learn this song in second position, and that means we are not just going to play the draw 3 whole step bend as a passing tone like we did in the tricky level. No, in the hard level now, we are really going to be harping, pun intended, on that draw 3 whole step bend. And we're also going to have to play the draw 2 half step bend. So since we're playing in second position on a C harmonica, we'll be playing it this time in the key of G. For beginners, this will seem impossible. For intermediates, this might seem within reach. And for the most experienced players, this is an opportunity for even more expressiveness.
I keep a close watch on this heart of mine. I keep my eyes wide open all the time. I keep the ends out for the time that binds. Because you're mine,
Fasten your seatbelts. Here comes level 5. Okay, for this level, we're not moving into 3rd or 4th or even 5th position. No, we're moving into 12th position. What is 12th position, you ask? Well, that's where the draw 2 whole step bend becomes our root note. Yes? That is now our home base. But it's actually a very cool position. It's actually a very cool, jazzy, bluesy kind of position, but the reason that we are playing it in 12th position on this song, as I hinted about in the intro, is so that we can use one harmonica to play in all 3 keys. So we'll start in 2nd position in the key of F, and then we'll move to 1st position in the key of B flat, and then we'll move to 12th position in the key of E flat. All right, let's give it a try.
I keep close watch on this heart of mine. I keep my eyes wide open all the time. I keep the ends out for tied up vines. Because you're mine, I walk the line. I find it very, very easy to be true. I find myself alone when each day is through. Yes, I'll admit that I'm a fool for you. Because you're mine, I walk the line. As sure as night is dark and day is light, I keep you on my mind both day and night. And happiness I've known proves that it's right. Because you're mine, I walk the line. Because you're mine, I walk the line.
Is all this stuff about keys and positions totally confusing you? Don't worry, that's totally normal. Check out my video, Keys for Beginners.